I wanted just to address a few things related to cost and safety for our upcoming Lake Lavon camp. I know the good parents are focused on both those things, so I want to practically address some of those as we head into asking for our students to come be a part of Lake Lavon camp this year. After touring the camp, I was really encouraged by how they really thought about safety when they set up this camp experience. Each church is going to get their own building, which means as we walk into our cabins, there's going to be a big common area. And then on one side, we're going to have the girls with all the beds on the girls' side and their own showers and bathrooms. And the guys will have the guys' beds and the guys' showers and bathrooms. And we'll have a common area in between. I'm really encouraged by we'll be able to really monitor what's happening in the cabins and keep everyone safe during our sleeping times together. Then I'm also really encouraged by just how they've developed this camp where it's kind of easy to get around. So it's a big horseshoe. There's one gated entrance coming into the camp, and then there's like a big horseshoe. So it's really easy for me as a pastor and my leaders and people coming to get around to all the different activities and monitor what the kids are doing and where they're at. We're also going to have a minimum of 3 rule for this camp. That means that when you go to an activity, when you go out, you have to be in a group of 3 or more. You can always be a group of 5, but you can't be a group of 1. You can't be a group of 2. And if I find a student that's for some reason gotten disconnected from the group, I'll say, hey, come hang out with me and one of the other leaders, and you hang out with us for a while. So they're going to be motivated, I think, to stay in those groups of 3 so they don't get pulled into a leader group for a while. And man, they are going to have so much fun. But I think that they're also going to be very safe. And I would not be bringing my kids on a trip like this if I wasn't confident in the safety setup for this camp. And lastly, if you're a parent and you say, hey, I'm interested in going on that trip with my kid, man, talk to me. I mean, I always need a couple more parents to come help me, monitor the kids and enjoy the activities. So if you're a parent thinking, hey, I might be interested in that Lake Lavon camp to go with my student, then talk to me. Let's see if that's an opportunity for you. Now I want to talk for a minute about cost, and I'm excited about the cost of this trip because just as a comparison, I've never sent my kids to summer camp mostly because of cost reasons. And so when I heard that we could do this camp for $225 a student, I was excited. I went and Googled Pine Cove just to find out a comparison. At Pine Cove this year, to send a student my kid's age is going to cost $1,500 the same week as we're doing Lake Lavon for $225. So I think $225 is really reasonable. If that feels like a lot to your family, come talk to me because maybe we can do a fundraiser, maybe we can work on things. I don't want any student to miss out on this camp purely because we couldn't find $200 for them. So come talk to me if cost is keeping your family from being a part of this. Lastly, I want to talk about a couple camp-specific rules. I'll address this with people going on the campus as it gets closer, but just so you know, we are going with 7 other youth groups to this camp. And as a result of that, there's some things we're doing just to be good neighbors to the people that are going with us. So one of the things that other youth groups do is they require both guys and girls to wear shirts during swimming activities. So we're going to do that. We're going to ask our guys and our girls to wear shirts during swimming activities just to be good neighbors with those other kids. And then the other thing that the other groups do is they say headphones don't make friends. And so on our trip, we're not going to have any headphones to come to camp because headphones don't make friends. So I think that's just kind of being a good neighbor there. I don't know if those are going to turn into GCC youth rules or not, but they're going to be rules for Lake Lavon camp. Man, if there's anything else you need from me, any questions you have, man, I'm here at church every Sunday. You got my cell number, you got my phone. Contact me and let's talk about how we can make Camp Lake Lavon this year a memory for many years to come.